Eve here, Empowering Change, and we're going to talk a little bit about a vision board workshop. What is a vision board and why would I want to create one? I have listened to a lot of people in the course of the last 12 or 14 weeks of lockdown talk about what they know they don't want to go back to. But myself included, we're not always clear about what we want. And so, what I'm encouraging is that we give ourselves the gift of a day to step back from the craziness in our lives, to use what we've learned over the course of the last several months, and to imagine and design the future of our choosing. Many of us, successful or not, are in careers, are living lives that were the outcome of choices made because a great job came up, a relationship happened, or we got out of college and this was the next best thing. But what happens if you listen to that voice of the old GPS that says recalculating? If you give yourself a day to recalculate. And here's what the day looks like. We start in the morning with a little bit of quiet time. You can call it meditation if you like, but just a wee bit of quiet time. And we move from there to a discussion. As little or as much as you want to bring to the group, that's up to you. No requirements. You can stay very quiet. But a discussion about what we value, what's really important to us, what our hopes and dreams are, what the obstacles to achieving some of those hopes and dreams have been in the past. Did we self-censor? Were we so perfectionistic that we didn't want to look like a beginner in terms of starting over? Whatever it is that has kept us stuck, we're going to try and unpick that a little bit. And then we're going to pick ourselves up and sit down with a pile, 8, 10, 12, whatever it takes, magazines. And if you're doing this virtually, and there will be some folks who are participating virtually, maybe it's Pinterest or Unsplash, some other source of images that really intrigue you and that have the potential to call you. You don't need to know why the image or the headline, Just Do It, or Seascapes, or whatever. You don't need to understand why it appeals. The entire process is about being reactive on an unconscious level. What we're really trying to do is go to that place Einstein describes when he suggests that a problem is never solved from the same consciousness that created it. And how often have you experienced going to bed with a dilemma and waking up in the morning with an insight or a solution or a different perspective? That's a new consciousness. So we're inviting you with the process of pulling images to get in touch with the way your unconscious operates versus your thinking self. Your thinking self is quick to edit, quick to tell you what you can't do, shouldn't do, oughtn't do, what didn't work out before. We're moving away from that. Clarity comes from just being comfortable, allowing these images to speak to us about where we want to go. So grounding ourselves in our intention and opening ourselves to images of what that might look like, imagining a life that could be if we had all the faith in ourselves we needed and we could afford it. And we're going to begin to take steps in the direction of those dreams. The vision board that you create, we'll come back to those images that we pulled, we'll discard the ones we don't want, we'll keep the ones we do, and we'll paste them, stable them, whatever you're comfortable doing, to an A2, A3 sheet of paper. And the size matters because this needs to be something you're going to hang and you are going to see, whether it's the back of a closet door or over your desk, wherever. You're going to see and anchor yourself to, so that every day your conscious self is called to remember what was in the realm of possibility, what you saw as your goal for a year or 2 or 5 years out. The rest of our lives are too important to leave to chance. So let's take a very conscious, make a conscious commitment to following our unconscious dreams, to really ascertain where it is we're meant to be going. I look forward to chatting with you a little more about this if you have an interest, or seeing you at an upcoming workshop. You can reach me by clicking on the link below, or email me at eve@empowering-change.com. And let's do this. Take care.